Any challenge that I go through, really and truly, how I think about it is, what's this trying to teach me? Do you get me? Clearly this happened for a reason. So what is this trying to teach me? What am I meant to take from this? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Your mind is literally like a homing missile. That's how I see it. So if I say to myself, I am successful, I am wealthy, I have time freedom, I have financial freedom, especially in that theta period of the mind, my mind, my subconscious mind is now going to reprogram its target to be in success, financial freedom, time freedom, wealth. So now everything I do on a daily basis,
that's all you're going to see
on a subconscious level, is to help me guide myself towards that end goal.
Welcome back to another episode of the Energizer Pod.
Alright.
A podcast that leaves you charged up.
All the way.
Today you're here with your boy Tay.
And Ty.
Come on. And today,
let's go.
We're just going to run through a few different questions and answers. So we ask you guys.
Before we even do that, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, bro. How's your week been, man?
Alright, cool. Let's start like that.
Alright, let's start like that.
My week's been good still. I've had a good week. Do you get me that? You know what we do every Sunday? Write our goals down for the week. It's Saturday today. I'll smash all my goals. Most of them, do you get me? Got a couple left, so good week, bro. Good
proper
week,
man. Same, man. I can't lie. This week's been quite productive for me. Definitely one of my best weeks. Yeah, man. I set myself like about 10 to 12 goals, and this week it's Saturday. I've done like, I'd say 90% of the goals I've set for myself already. Like the momentum's been high, goal after goal. So can't even complain, bro. Again, we just done push-ups in it, so
that's how we're breathing like that.
You know how them asthma man them are, you know what I mean? So literally, it's alright though, cool. So we got questions, so like Tay was saying, we was like, do you know what? Rather than every single episode we have a set topic, what do you guys want to know from us rather than us just feeding you, do you get it? So it's like, cool. We asked everyone in the community who follows us on our socials, so that's Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, what question do you want to know? What question do you have to ask, or you would like us to kind of touch on? And we have a list of questions that you guys have already said. So let's just run through it, man.
Let's go one by one. You go, I'll go. Do you get me?
All right, I'll go with the first one. Does having a healthy lifestyle link to your mindset? I like that question, I can't lie.
Does having a healthy lifestyle link to your mindset?
Yeah,
I'd say so still.
Why?
I'd say so. Because even just away from that, have you deep that people that are physically fit, whether they're in the gym or they do athletics, whatever, their life's normally patterned in a certain way. They may have like a nice car, a nice house. You get me? Why do you reckon that is?
I feel like in terms of having a strong lifestyle for someone who's like an athlete who wants to do those type of career paths or whatever, there's a lot of discipline that comes with that. So I feel like for you to have a good mindset, you have to be disciplined in the way that you approach things on a day-to-day. So you're basically like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like, because you're in a career that could put you under a lot of trials and tribulations, you have to be disciplined for your career. So as your lifestyle now, your mindset's going to be like, cool, because I'm disciplined in this area, let me bring that same aspect of discipline to my own stuff.
It's that energy, it's that quote, like, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Literally.
You get me? Without you even knowing. So if you're doing sports, you're disciplined in that, and that's going to transfer into other places of your life.
Literally. But I kind of interpret that question a bit different. Let me even retouch on that again. So it was, does having a healthy lifestyle link to your mindset? I feel like lifestyle and physical health is not one and the same. I feel like physical health is a part of your lifestyle, but your lifestyle is not specifically your physical health. And what I mean by that is, like, the question was, do you think that having a healthy lifestyle as a whole can contribute to having a positive mindset? And I feel like yes, because your lifestyle could be you engaging in gossip, you engaging in drama, you touching on negative people, do you know what I mean? That's a part of your lifestyle and who you are. So I feel like you said before, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If I'm the type of person who likes to just gossip and talk about drama and like at a low vibrational level, my mindset is going to be infected on that same level, because it's infected by the things I do on a daily basis. Do you get it?
I hear you.
What do you think?
To cut the answer short, like, I feel like definitely.
Like
your lifestyle depicts your mindset. You get me? Definitely 100%. 100. So who was that question? Let's shout them out as well.
I don't even know. I'm just looking at Instagram names.
Okay. Shout her out, man.
ARX Hannah __. So big up yourself. She can't lie. You plugged in a good few questions, so can't lie. You're doing your thing, man. Keep supporting, man. Appreciate it.
Alright then, cool. A question that I would ask, that someone asked, this is my boy Jack.
Shout out Jack.
He said, Top tips to stay focused and increase your productivity. What do you reckon?
Top tips to increase your focus and productivity. I would say a schedule. That's the first thing I'd say, because like my mom told me a quote when I was young and I like to live by it. The devil works wonders with idle hands. So if you can say you want to be productive, you can say you want to be productive and rat-a-tear, but if you're not setting yourself certain things to do within the day, you're not making use of your time will make use of you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So like you might say to yourself, I want to be productive, but because you don't have a schedule, after work you're spending 2 hours on 1 hour on PS4 and 1 hour scrolling through TikTok, when that could have been 2 hours of reading. That could have been half an hour reading, half an hour planning, and then an hour at the gym. Do you get it? So that's what I would say.
100. I feel like schedules definitely play a part, but it's also having clear intentions, have a clear blueprint of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because the question was, how do you stay focused? Do you get me? And that's how you stay focused, in my opinion, is through knowing what you want to do. Do you get me? You know what you're aiming towards, and now you can stay focused on that.
Yeah. And even like doubling back on that as well. Yeah. Adding on to your point, in order to increase your focus and productivity, what are you being productive for? What are you being focused for?
Like
you don't have a goal, then you need to first. All right, let's double back. So I would say, as well as creating a schedule, figure out what is my end goal. What do I want to be productive for? Because there's a difference between being busy and being productive. Do you just want to say, yeah, look at me, I'm doing A, B, and C, or do you want to be like, no, I have a tunnel vision of where I want to go. I know where my end goal is, so I'm being productive in order to help me overcome obstacles to get to that point.
100.
Do you know what I mean?
100. Just set clear intentions of what you're trying to do, and just dedicate your life towards that.
And even with the productivity thing, like I said, being busy and being productive, that's how I was. I'd be so real. Like I used to be busy. Do you know what I mean? But busy is not. Thank you. Busy is not productive.
That was me all the time, bro.
Do you know what I mean? You're like, I can't do this because I'm busy. Man's doing A, B, and C. But when you sit down at the end of the day, you're like, raw, what have I actually done? I've spent like about 8 hours being busy for me to do what, 45 minutes worth of actual work or actual productivity. So what's the point?
It's like you're running nowhere fast.
Do you know?
Do you get me?
Literally, you're running nowhere fast.
Do you get me?
Literally, man.
Yeah.
Cool. I like these questions, man. So another question from, I'm just gonna say Arx Hannah. That's the only way I'm able to just, you get me, without completely destroying the name. Have you done shadow work, and how important is it? I'll let you go first to that.
Shadow work, like,
interpret it how you want.
In terms of working like underneath someone, watching him.
Yeah.
I haven't, to be honest with you.
I
haven't still.
Yeah, I hear it. For me, have I done shadow work? No, I haven't done shadow work, but I'm actually going to be doing shadow work next week at my work with like a senior person within my career. And I feel like, even though I haven't done it yet, the reason why I reached out to shadow someone, because like you're getting deeper insight into someone that's above you. So don't even see it like, oh yeah, I'm just following someone around. See it like, oh, you're having a day in the life of your mentor, or a day in the life of someone who's a bit more senior than you. And that can apply to you, a trendsetter, someone someone in a respective industry that you admire and you want to learn more from that person. You could shadow them. For me and my industry and what I do, it'll be good for me to shadow people who are a couple levels higher than me, my senior, because I can be like, yeah, cool, this is what he's doing. So now, because I know what he's doing, that's my end goal. Now everything I do and my entry level is going to be tailored toward getting to there now. Do you get it? So
it's like having a mentor, innit?
Yeah.
Basically, but just towards work.
Yeah. And I also feel like when you shadow someone, they're just going to be showing you different tips and tricks or things that you can pick up and apply to your daily life. You know what I mean? Because like I said, everyone thinks a main character. So when I'm going throughout my day and I'm like, oh, like this one task is taking me 2 hours, I'm shadowing this person now and he's showing me it can be done in 10 minutes because he's got a different method to show me or something.
Just different perspectives, innit?
Different perspectives.
I feel like I shadow people, but indirectly. So I may see someone that is doing what I want to do, and I'll just clock their game. I'll see what they're doing. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Even if it's just through watching YouTube videos, like look at people that's ahead of you. How did they go about their day-to-day lives? Do you get me?
Yeah.
And implement it into yours.
100%. And I feel like as well, when it comes to shadow work, I feel like the fundamental question here is like, do you kind of like have a mentor in a sense, or like want to take gems from someone else? Let's forget the word shadow, for example. Like the world is limitless. Do you know what I mean? Like I was saying this in our live session yesterday about following people and like all the knowledge that's out there through the internet. Like I shadow people. I have mentors who I don't even know or don't even know me through their social media, through their YouTube, through their all the gems, videos and knowledge they're dropping. I'm just here consuming that
100.
Every single thing. So like I see those people as I'm shadowing them. I see those people as if I'm being mentored by them, even if it's indirectly. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I can name a few. So You don't know Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Do you get me? So
Yeah.
the way that he moves within business or just family life, I kind of look at that and think, all right, cool, let me try and implement certain things that you've done. Do you get me?
Yeah, because from like an admiration standpoint.
Yeah.
100%. And even like me as well, there's this one guy I keep telling you about called Mike Rashid. Yeah, some big gym guy, yeah, like just serial entrepreneur, etc. I look up to him because like he's got a lot of game in this world about like mindset and things like that. So I'll just be like, yeah, let me just consume all of that. Like I see him like a mentor, but he ain't got no clue who I am. Do you know what I mean? Literally.
Yeah. So even touching on that, before we answer another question, what do you reckon the importance of a mentor actually is? Because you both have mentors, innit? What do you reckon the importance of them are?
And again, we touched on this on our, make sure you lot follow up our social handles as well. So for me, it's Ty Valley, 2 Ys, 2 Ls, Tay Trendsetter as well. Because we do touch and kind of have little gems here, not even here and there. We do have a lot of gems and value to add. But to answer your question about mentorship, I feel like mentorship is key in my opinion. And I'll tell you why, because as I was saying yesterday in our live, there's a quote that I've learned from the same guy, Mike Rashid, and it was called, "A word to the wise is sufficient." And what that literally means is, if Taze went through something, let's say I want Tay to be my mentor now, Tay's my mentor, he drops me off a gem, a word of wisdom, some advice from an experience that I could go through, but I'm not going to go through because he's already been through it, gone through it, and knows the lessons from that specific thing. If he's telling me his knowledge and words of wisdom, a word to the wise is sufficient. If I'm wise enough to hear what Tay is saying and be like, yeah, you know what, Tay's right, let me go this way and not this way, because when he went this way, this happened and I don't want to do that, or I want to get to this place quicker. Do you know what I'm trying to say? His word is sufficient enough for me to be able to get to my end goal quicker. So I feel like the importance of a mentor is to fast track you to success. Yeah,
fast track you. That's the right word there, fast track. Do you get me? Because they've gone through the challenges already. So what they can do now, they can steer you away from them challenges. Obviously, you're going to go through your own challenges. Do you get me? It's inevitable. But having a mentor, they can say, all right, cool, don't do this. Because when I done this, I got slapped in my face. Do you get me? So, yeah, mentors.
And I also feel like a lot of the time when you do things, no one really knows where they're going, in a sense where, like, when we started the podcast, we did not know how it was going to run. I'll just be so real. We didn't know any type of layout structure. We were just doing it. So I feel like in certain situations, that's really good because no one's going to start off knowing exactly where they're going to end up. But when you can start off with someone who's a couple steps ahead of you, a couple levels ahead of you, it will help you to literally pick up things quicker, adjust quicker. Do you know what I mean? Have a higher speed of momentum, when you're trying to achieve these goals, because you're at level 2, someone's already at level 9, so why would you not follow their lead? Do you know what I mean?
100. And it's just about asking questions as well. Like, you can actually go to them and say, all right, cool, I'm stuck at this, like, how can you help me? Do you get me?
100%. And also like I was touching on last episode about, like, I'm an apprentice of life, so there's so many different things for me to learn. Why would I not want to have as many mentors as possible that can just drop me one-to-one personal knowledge on things that they've experienced, on things that I may not even know? Like I'm the type of person where I do have quite a few mentors, so I'd say I have like 2 to 3 different mentors for different aspects of my life, but I would be more than happy to have like upwards of 10. So I could have a mentor for the gym, I have a mentor for my mindset, I have a mentor for my career, I have a mentor for this, that and the third. Do you know what I mean? Mentor for the podcast, for example. So that all these different people who've already been through the stage I'm at now can help me get to their position a lot quicker than they was able to, because they didn't have a sense of leadership. They didn't have a leader who's going to kind of help direct them like I would, in that sense. You know what I mean? I
saw something saying that you should jump on the shoulders of giants. Do you get me? And I feel like that's what a mentor is. You're jumping, they're already a giant, now you're jumping on their shoulder. Do you get me? So you're higher up now.
100%. And I've changed my perspective, even building on that some more. Like, before I was like, nah, I don't need a mentor, man don't need it.
That was me still. We'll touch on that in a minute.
Handle, but it's like, why would you not want a mentor? Because the mentor's only going to help you progress. You just have to be teachable and you'll be fine. You have to be teachable first and you'll be successful later. Do you know what I mean?
100. I feel like that's one of the defining things of becoming successful, being able to be teachable. Do you get me? If you're ignorant to the fact that you can learn more, you're going to be trapped in a box. Do you get me? Because there's never not enough information for you to learn. Do you get me? There's always more out there. So
100%. I like that as well, man. 100. And that whole point about being teachable, like, again, if you are from the back of this, like, you know what, Ty and Tay have inspired me to go and seek a mentor, just make sure that you're teachable first, because you don't want to put yourself in a position to be taught if you're not open to taking in or consuming the things that you have been taught. You get, so many people really don't like, or not even like, I feel like a lot of people are kind of uncomfortable with not knowing things, but you have to confide in your mentor to know the things that you don't know in order for you to grow. Does that make sense?
I hear you still. But it's ego again. I'm always touched on it. It's ego.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to get a mentor from time, because I'm thinking, I know everything. I don't need no one else to jump on my journey. This is my thing. Do you get me?
Yeah, and even touching why that's so important, because what was it? It was the first law from the 48 laws of power, which is never outshine your master. So that's why it's good to have a mentor, as long as you're someone who's teachable, like I'm saying. Because what's the point in us having a mentor, if we think we know everything? Or like, you need to confide in someone who's better than you in order to embody that person. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
100.
Come on, man.
Wait, let's skip through the next question though. Quickly. Boom. What do you do to better your mindset? We'll answer like 2 more of these questions and then we'll keep it moving. But go on. So what do you do to better your mindset?
What do I do to better my mindset? That's such a generic question. I do a lot of things. I distance myself from negative energy. I mitigate any negative energy within myself. So if I'm in a bad mood, if I'm in a bad mood and I'm having a bad day, for example, I will just sit down and I'll allow myself to be in a bad mood for like no longer than 10 minutes, and I got to keep it moving. I got to consume myself with more positivity to better my mindset. What else do I do to better my mindset? I allow myself to fail, because I feel like a lot of people project self-hate within themselves because they expect themselves to be perfect at all times. They beat themselves up for getting things wrong, which is only detrimental to your mental health. So I allow myself to make mistakes. I'm open to myself not knowing things, you know what I mean? I don't really blame myself for too much, because I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going. So if I make mistakes along the way, I trip up along the way, it's all right.
That's how you learn, bro.
That's how you learn. And that's how you preserve your mental health, because like, no one's actually perfect. I told you last episode, perfection to me does not exist anyways. So I have to allow myself to make them mistakes to literally keep myself in a good mind state. What about you?
What I do, I take it back to the pen and the paper again. When I'm feeling negative, I just write down, cool, what am I feeling negative about? And then I just figure out solutions to change that. Do you get me? Because a lot of the time, you can have so many thoughts in your head that you can't even deal with the situation. But when you write it down, you can see, all right, cool, this problem's not that deep. Like, it can be sorted. Do you get me? So that's the way that I do it sometimes.
100. What books do you read?
What books do I read?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm rereading The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind.
I need to get that book,
bro.
Man.
Serious book. Serious book, bro. Serious book. One of the best ones I've read. Basically, it's just showing. It's just there's like, I think it's 17 principles in the book. Don't quote me. I think it's 17. And these principles are what successful people live by. Do you get me? So he just compares like how a successful person will deal with this, or a rich person, or how a broke person will deal with it. Do you get me? And then you can see the difference between the two. Do you get me? Like, there's actually a mad difference between the two. So that's a good book.
So what, it will literally just sum up like, hey, this is what someone with a wealthy mindset might do, and this someone with like a poor mentality might do. And
then it breaks down like, all right, you're spiritual as well, and you're very spiritual. The book's a very spiritual book as well. So at the end of each chapter, it's like a mantra. So say, put your hand on your heart and say this quote, and then touch your head. Do you get me? I have a millionaire mind. That's what they say. So it's like a very spiritual book. It's proper though. It's proper stuff.
Strong.
Get it though.
I'ma get it.
Get it. Right now though, I'm reading Contagious. It's like a marketing book. How to make any of your content, products or services like get more exposure. That's what I'm reading right now. It's a good book still.
Strong. For me, what books do I read? I read, like yourself, I read quite a lot. I'd say throw my favorite book out there. What's my favorite book?
What's it called again? The Way of a Superior Man.
Alright, he knows.
Come on, man.
Yeah, The Way of a Superior Man by David Dada. I've read that book 7 times, and I'll probably read it another 7 times. Like that book there, it's just a strong book. I personally think every single man, and even women as well, but especially as a man, you need to read that book. It talks about masculine energy, sexual desire, masculine desire, how to align yourself with your purpose. Like it's just, I resonate with that book so much. That's definitely my favorite book. What book am I reading at the moment? The 4-Hour Work Week. And it's like how you can transform your time, because a lot of people, going back to the point about being busy or being productive, the 4-Hour Work Week's like, cool, you don't need to be working a 9 to 5 if you can get all your work done from 9 to 10, for example. Do you know what I mean? So it's like how you can repurpose your time. And the whole idea, it mentions about the new rich. So the new rich is like, the people of today who are using their top tips to be successful compared to the old bog standard 9 to 5 retirement rare-tete.
Yeah,
that's a strong book.
With this whole social media thing, I feel like 9 to 5s are slowly dying out, you know.
You think?
I feel like they are, because people are realising you don't need to work a 9 to 5 to make money.
Nah, 100%. And even building on that, there's a lot more of like a hustler's mentality, etc. I think we spoke about this in like episode 3.
Yeah.
But I do think, just briefly touching on that point though, as I said previously, there are certain fundamental things that you do learn from working a 9 to 5
100,
that you can 100%. Apply to your
craft or business or whatever.
But I like to live by the 9 to 5 will fund your 5 to 9.
Oh, I like that still. I had to deep it. I had to deep it. But so, I like that still.
Yeah, it's like what I mean by that is like a lot of people use their job, use their full-time work, whatever, to fund their dreams. It's
like what we're saying with Elijah. Shout out Elijah as well. Yeah. You're saying your 9 to 5 should be your fuel money.
Fuel money, that's
your fuel money. So you're working your 9 to 5. That money is fuel for you to invest into your other projects.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Still talking about like jobs, 9 to 5, etc. Yeah. How do you avoid procrastination?
How do I avoid it? What do I do to avoid procrastination? Do you know what I do?
Yeah.
I've just got bare these weird things. I might just count down from 10, 9. When I get to 0, I'm doing it. Do you get me? No matter what it is. That's what I do more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, something simple.
Nah, that's good though. Like, everyone has their different methods, and I'm pretty sure, like, again, shout out Koza, he said something similar where it's like, count down from 5 or just get up and force yourself to do it.
Yeah.
For me, I wouldn't even say I do avoid procrastination, but not like directly. I do it indirectly. So what I'll do is I'll just try and mitigate myself from being lazy, because that within itself, is avoiding procrastination.
Do you know what I deep? Yeah. I procrastinate a lot, you know. But I don't procrastinate from not doing anything.
Yeah.
I procrastinate by keeping myself busy. Do you get me? So let's say...
No, I don't get you.
You don't get me?
What do you mean by that?
So let's say, I've got a task to do. What I'll do, I'll say I'm busy and I'm doing bare other things to avoid that task. Do you get me? So I won't be sitting down in my bed, but I'll be out there doing loads of different things to avoid doing that. But really, that's procrastinating.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
And I also, like, for me, I do get that, actually. That does make sense. So it's just like you're keeping yourself busy and occupied, so you don't have enough time in your head to do the task, which you know you need
when
to do.
Really, anyways. I can do it and I need to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm busy doing other things. Do you get me? So that's the
literally.
way that I procrastinate. I don't really sit down in my bed and do all that.
Yeah.
Or bang PlayStation. I just stay busy doing something else to avoid that.
The way I see it for me is like I like to live by short-term pain, long-term gain. So it's like me procrastinating is not helping me in the long term, and I know that long term is what I want. Do you know what I mean? Long-term success is what I want. So by me being lazy or procrastinating to do a task which is only going to better me, I'm only hurting me. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
In the moment, you think you're doing the right thing because it's comfortable to procrastinate, but in the long run, you're going to beat yourself up because like, I should have done. I could have got this task done last week Tuesday, and now today's Sunday, and I'm still having to do that task. I'm wasting time, which I could have been putting into A, B, or C. So it's like, what is for now Ty want, but what is long-term Ty want? And if what long-term Ty wants, I'm literally said this last episode, if what long-term me wants is not the same as what for now me wants, you better get up, get your backside up, get to work. Do you know what I mean?
All right, cool. So we're touching on future Tay, yeah. Let's bring it back to past Tay. From what you are now, all you know now, what advice would you give yourself 5 years ago? Do you know what I mean? What advice would you have given yourself 5 years ago? Yeah.
What advice would I have given myself 5 years ago? The first thing I would have said is that you have nobody to impress. And we're going to touch on that because someone asked this question as well about like, how do you not care what people say? But I've only recently taken on the mindset of like, I don't even like to swear, but I just don't give a fuck in it. Like, I don't care what people think about me.
You need to have a fuck
literally, like, I don't. That's what I would say to myself 5 years ago. Don't care. Don't care about what anyone has to say, anyone's opinions, anyone's limiting belief, whether that's your parents, whoever, your friends, whatever. Because at the end of the day, the proof's in the pudding. As soon as I've started to not care about people's opinion or external things, my life has just been a lot more productive. My mental health's a lot better. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't care. So that's what I would say. Whatever you want to do 5 years ago, Ty, do it. Don't care.
Yeah, strong. I'll definitely say the same thing to myself. When I was younger, I used to care about people's opinions a lot. Do you get me? I used to. Maybe that's just me from when I was young, but I had to change that mentality. And as I said, use that fuck it button. Do you get me? So now, when someone has a mad opinion that I don't agree with, fuck it. Do you get me? I even like to swear on here too much, but that fuck it button. So I'd say something similar still.
Nah, 100%. And I also feel like the deep thing you can take from that is like, at the end of the day, life is short, man. Like, when you look back now to 5 years ago, you were so heavily influenced by your surroundings, by your friends at the time, by what maybe girls thought that you might have been trying to impress, or your parents tried to impose their limiting beliefs onto you. Yeah, when you deep it, if you would have just done and said, you know what, F it, I'm gonna do it anyways, where would you be now? Imagine if there's something that you picked up 5 years ago that you dropped because someone didn't rate you, or you weren't getting ratings for that. Where would you have been now if you just carried on doing that?
Strong.
That's what I would say to myself.
Strong. What else would I say to myself? I'd say learn how to enjoy the process as well. As I've gotten older, I've just fallen in love with the process. Back then I was so tired on the goal that what I was doing to get to the goal, I wasn't enjoying it. Do you get me? So I say, take your time and enjoy the process. That's
exactly. And you gotta trust the process, man. Like, everyone falls in love with the end goal, with the money, with the success, with the fame, or whatever it is you're chasing. But are you falling in love with every obstacle? Are you falling in love with the process? Are you falling in love with the trials and tribulations that might come with that? Do you know what I mean? Because in order for you to get to the tip of the iceberg, which we spoke about previously, you need to enjoy being at the bottom and working your way up. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Therefore,
that's what I would say.
You said enjoy the obstacles. Do you reckon it's possible to enjoy the obstacles while you're in it? Maybe after.
Maybe. I think, but that's just my mindset, who I am. I enjoy the obstacles because I know that I don't lose. All these obstacles that I face in front of me are helping me to become a better person once I get over that obstacle, once I overcome that challenge. So when you look at it, like, every obstacle that's been placed in front of you is helping you to improve, is helping you to become a better version of yourself.
To grow.
Why would you not look at it like it's a good thing? Because you're just seeing an opportunity for growth.
Strong.
That's just how I see it. You get it? Like, every trial and tribulation you went through with Trendsetter, have you not come out a better person at the end of it? Have you not come out more knowledgeable, more business savvy, or whatever it could be?
100.
If you didn't go through that, you wouldn't be half the man you are today.
100.
So why would you not look at them obstacles like it's a good thing?
Yeah, them obstacles are a good thing after you're through it. I'm saying, when you're going through it, it's hard to keep that mindset. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie.
Obviously, me and you are very strong-minded, so when we're going through L's, we can keep that mindset. That, do you get me? But there's certain people, an obstacle may even pop them down completely. They'll stop doing what they're doing. Do you get me? So what I'm really asking is, how do you keep that strong mindset through the obstacles? Do you get what I mean?
Oof. I feel like, even though what I'm about to say is going to sound a bit contradictory, when I really think about it, this is how I would break down that scenario or answer that question. So it's like, in order for me to keep a positive mindset or mind frame within an obstacle or a challenge, I like to look at the end goal. And why that's a bit contradictory is because I said trust the process for now rather than looking at the end goal. But in this example, how I would see it as in order to keep me thinking in a positive mind state when the obstacle has arrived, I'm like I said, cool, it's hard for me right now. The problem's just arrived now. Something's gone wrong with the podcast right now, but I'm looking at, as soon as I come over that challenge, as soon as I finish that, complete that obstacle, hurdle, challenge, I'm going to be a much better person. So that's what keeps me positive, because like I said, this is only a challenge for me to step up. This is only an opportunity for me to level up. So why am I not being happy about it? And again, I'm not gonna lie and be like, whenever there's something that goes wrong, I'm here smiling daisies and roses, because I don't. But at the end of the day, I try and focus solely on overcoming that challenge and thinking of the man I will be once I've done that.
After it, that's like me as well. Any challenge that I go through, really and truly, how I think about it is, what's this trying to teach me? Do you get me? Clearly this happened for a reason. So what is this trying to teach me? What am I meant to take from this? Do you get what I mean? So that's my mindset still.
And even touching on a deep one, like, for me, it's just a thing where, like, I'm primed at progressing. Do you know what I mean? I'm primed at progression, should I say? And I read this or listened to this somewhere, but that's who I am. Like, I'm primed to get better. Do you know what I mean? That's just how my mind works. I'm built for this. Do you know what I mean? I'm built to overcome challenges. That's just who I am. I enjoy the journey. I enjoy the hardship, because in order for you to get to the sunshine, you got to go through the rain first. I'm well aware of that. Do you know what I mean? So I don't mind being hit with challenges, and I feel like life's always going to bring you challenges as well. So it's like, it's better for you to be prepared for them challenges and go into them challenges with a strong mind frame than for you to be walking around daisies and roses. Challenge hits you, lick down your blood clot because you don't know what to do. Do you know what I mean? You're just standing like a deer in headlights.
Like a deer in headlights. But I feel like you just need to go into everything that you're doing knowing that bullshit's gonna happen. Do you get me?
Facts.
It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. You just need to find a way to get through it.
Facts.
Do you get me?
I got a next question that someone asked.
Talk to me.
How do you want more for you? How can Wait, what's the question? How to want more for yourself. So what's your tips on how you can want more for you?
Say that question again.
I don't know how to answer that. Yeah. So like,
break again.
How can you want more for you? So you're sitting there now, and you're like, rah, I want to do this. This is my end goal. I want to be successful. How can you really get yourself to the point where you understand that you're not going to settle for where you are now because you know that there's an end goal to achieve?
I feel like your dreams need to be bigger than you. Do you get me? They need to be bigger than you. They need to come from a deeper root, whether that's your family, like you're trying to help your family out, or you're trying to change this generational curse in your family. Like, it needs to be more than you. Do you get me?
That's what very strong.
That's what
talk on that more, man.
Like, alright, cool. What I would say, is whatever you're going for in life, you need to make sure that it's not a selfish goal. It's good to be selfish, but it needs to be deep rooted. Even if it is selfish and it's for you, it needs to be for a core reason. Do you get me? Because eventually your reason's gonna die out. Do you get what I mean?
Nah,
you with me?
I do get what you mean, and that's why I said talking that, because like I feel like what you're trying to say is at the end of the day, your goal, what you desire, needs to be bigger than yourself. It needs to be like for your family, or it needs to be to change.
With Trendsetter, it's bigger than me. Do you get me? What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to leave an impact
on the world.
But for my family, do you get me? Like Trendsetter London, that's my initials, TSL. So it's deeper than it. Like the brand's actually my name. Do you get me? So it's way deeper than just a clothing brand and selling clothes on a day-to-day. It's like, what legacy can I leave behind? Do you get
Thank you. And then that's what I'm saying. So like, again, taking it deeper, it's like, because your dream is bigger than you in this example, you're not gonna allow yourself to fall off, because it's not just you're letting down, you're letting down your family in this example. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, to want more for yourself, you need to just look. I like to look at life as like, what's the potential? What's the scope here? What's the room for growth? Do you know what I mean? So like, if I know that I'm only 20% of the man I want to be, by me not doing that, or me not acting on getting to that 21, 22, 23, there's a whole other chunk of success right here that I'm not even gonna tap into. What the hell was that? Like, that's my drive. Like, literally the fact that I'm not even at the pin, I'm not even 10% of my success right now. I'm not even 10% of anywhere I want to be in life right now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So why would I stop here now? Because like you said, I know my purpose. I know my purpose is to help people. So by me not being aligned with myself and trying to be a better man, I'm not just letting down myself as Tyler. I'm letting down all my family. I'm letting down all these other people I could impact and help progress and evolve and tear. So it's bigger than me.
Strong.
But at the same time, I don't like to use the word dream, because what's a dream? Because you said your dream needs to be bigger than you. I think your purpose needs to be bigger than you, not your dream. You wake up out of your dream and then, you know what I mean, it's gone. Do you know what I mean? That's my opinion. When it comes to goals, don't allow those words to coincide, because a dream is something.
A dream and a goal. Alright, cool. So you tell me what the difference is between a dream and a goal.
I feel like a goal is something that is backed by action and is planned out. A dream is just a thought, like a deep thought. Oh yeah, I'm dreaming about being in a Lamborghini. I'm dreaming about But if my goal is to have a Lamborghini now, I've got a plan of action behind that. Do you know what I mean? I
feel like a dream is the start of a goal. Like, you need to have a dream and then you set a goal from the dream.
I hear it.
Do you know what I mean?
That's just me personally just nitpicking, but I just don't like
the way I hear what you're saying. It sounds too like soft. Oh, I'm dreaming of getting that. Do you get me? Man? There's no action behind it, so I hear what you're saying.
It's a goal.
Because do you get me? But don't let your dreams die when you wake up. Do you get me? Like, stay dreaming throughout the whole day.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. It's a goal.
Yeah, well, it's a goal.
That's
dream is a different word for the same thing. I believe anyway.
I hear what you're saying, and I definitely take the key points of what you said, but I just dislike this word dream. Like, I feel like there's certain words, you know me, is spiritual, like words hold weight. So by you dreaming, you're never going to really manifest into the physical realm what you're dreaming about, because dreams only happen when you're sleeping.
I hear you still.
That's a deeper one. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you. That's how I think. No, I agree with you still. You changed my mindset still. I agree with you still.
Like, don't dream, bro. Just have goals, back it by action, and you'll get it. That's let me just leave that one there.
I agree with you still. I agree with that. But I feel like it's about setting higher goals though, setting bigger goals.
Yeah, of course.
Don't set goals that you know are attainable, because you're not going to grow from that. Set goals so big that people think, right, Ty's not going to do that. There's no way that you can do that.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Because I feel like those goals, not only will it be sick when you achieve it, but it's going to turn you into someone. It's going to turn you into a beast. What you've had to do to get to that goal, you're going to be a completely different person.
Yeah. Everything in life is achievable. Life is limitless. Do you know what I mean? You was the one who said to me like 5 episodes ago, Who knew that there would be metal flying in the sky until planes existed? Do you know what I mean? All these different things. Who knew cars could be electric? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Who knew cars could drive by themselves?
Do you know what I mean? Who knew I could walk around with a computer in my hand?
And that's what I'm saying when I say your mind's so powerful, bro. Because all of this came from a man's mind. Do you get me?
Yeah.
The lights inside here, someone said, "Rah, it's kind of dark in here. How can I create a light to brighten up the room?" Do you get me? Someone done that. So
And again, it's like the fundamental thing, which again, you believe it to see it. So you believe that person had to believe that he was capable of having light in a dark room for him to be able to see the light in the dark room. You know what I mean? That person had to believe you could fly a plane using metal, flying 3,000 people across the world before you was able to actually do it. Do you know what I mean? You believe
had to see it in your head first.
Thank you. So on that note about like dreams, goals, motivation and stuff, someone else asked a question. Do you see routines as a way of staying disciplined when you feel unmotivated?
100. I feel like a discipline is like a blueprint. I always say things are like blueprints, innit? But I feel like a routine is definitely a blueprint. No matter how you're feeling, you could feel bad in the morning, have a headache, but you know that, alright, cool, I need to do this today. Do you get me? So your routine's like a blueprint of what you need to do. Yeah. Do you get me? So
For me, literally, I feel like motivation is an emotion. Discipline is a lifestyle. That's how I see it. So like, I'm not always gonna be motivated. I've given this example again. Like, I don't always want to go gym. I don't always want to come here. I'll be so real. Do you know what I mean? Some days I wake up like, let me just drive down and there's a traffic in M40 or whatnot. But I'm disciplined enough. This is my routine. This is what I do. Do you know what I mean? So regardless of how my emotion is at the time, I'm turning up because I have to be disciplined enough to commit to what I want. Do you know what I mean?
100.
That's how I see it, man.
Motivation fades. Motivation isn't a permanent thing. It fades. You get me? So
100%.
discipline will kick in.
Facts.
I think we even mentioned that a few episodes back.
Yeah, we did. So, next question. How do you schedule your daily life to account for your responsibilities?
I feel like put your responsibilities first and then just work around that. Do you get me? So if you know you need to pick up your brother from school at 3 p.m, that's core, that's the main thing, but then you schedule your day around that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I feel like
responsibilities.
Again, responsibilities, discipline, motivation, like it's all kind of one and the same in the sense where you know what you need to do, so just put yourself in a position so that there's no room for error here to get done what you know you need to do. So like having a schedule, like having a routine, like put these things in place so that you make yourself accountable for your responsibilities. Does that make sense?
Say that again.
I said you're making yourself accountable to get your responsibilities done. If you know your responsibilities is picking up your little brother, for example, you're having a set routine to make sure that, okay, cool, after 2:30 till 3:30 I'm focusing on trendsetter, 3:30 to 4 I'm picking up your brother. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Rather than you just dilly-dally and rat-a-tat and then you might get it done, you might not. Do you know what I mean? Maybe the picking up brother was a bad example, but you know exactly.
I know what you mean still.
Cool.
I know exactly what you mean, my boy.
Right. So I got a next one as well. Do you have any tips for having a productive morning routine? That's a good question. Yeah,
I'd say have a productive night routine. Even though I'm still working on that, do you get me? I can't even.
What do you mean? What's the night routine? Cause I just do my shit and go to bed.
Yeah.
What's the night routine? I gotta do and then go on my bed. Like,
I feel like having a night routine is like cool. Before you go to bed at night, make sure your room's tidy. So when you wake up in the morning, your stuff's in order. You can get up and you can move accordingly. Do you get what I mean? So small things like that may not even seem like that much, but they count for a lot. Do you get me? So when you wake up in the morning, you're not rushing, scrambling, trying to spread your bed and tidy your room. Do you get me? Because you know that your room's patterned already. So I'd say like those small little things.
Facts. I feel like for me, one thing I've come to realize is that in order to win your day, you need to win your morning. And I feel like your morning is the start of your day, so it's the most important period of your day. Do you know what I mean? So it's in a sense where, like, for me, having a good morning routine, like I wake up in the morning, set my alarm, I'll meditate first thing, shower, get dressed and whatnot. Then I'll read a book and eat breakfast, for example. And then I have like my affirmations. I say to myself every single day, I am a black king, I am successful, I am this, that and the third. Then I'm starting my day. I had a good start to my day. Once I know I've ticked off those 4 things, meditation, reading, affirmations, and maybe a bit of work as well, like some promo clips or whatever it could be, I'm good. My days, regardless of what happens for the rest of the day, I've won my day.
You're good.
Something bad can happen.
You've got momentum in the morning now to carry throughout the whole day.
Thank you. Something bad can happen to me at 3:59 or 4:27, but because I won my morning from 7 till 9, I've meditated, I've set my frequency high, I'm good. You know what I mean? Nothing's breaking that. You have to win your morning to win your day.
Strong. Clip that as well. We're gonna turn that into a
Clip that.
clip that.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say though? Affirmations, innit? We both say affirmations in the morning.
Yeah.
What do you reckon the importance of that is? Because I feel like it's very, especially in the morning, like it just puts your mind in the right gear. Do you get me?
So this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna go on a deeper one right now. Yeah. So like the importance of affirmations, and I'm gonna bring meditation into it as well. Yeah. Your brain has different states. Yeah. So your brain has like a theta state, and what that means is when you wake up in the morning and just before you, when you're going to bed, just before you actually fall asleep, you're in a theta state, which means that you're most like, your subconscious mind is like tapping in more so than your conscious mind. So you know when you're awake and you're a bit like, you're not really awake, your subconscious mind is overpowering your conscious mind. Do you know what I mean? So the things that you say, the things that you do in that theta state, aka first thing in the morning and last thing before bed, is touching into your subconscious more so than it is your conscious. And your brain thinks 70%, around 70% in its subconscious mind. So you need to implant them seeds into your subconscious mind in the morning at that time for it to be effective. So the power of affirmations now is when you're telling yourself in the morning, first thing, you've just woken up, you're dazed and whatnot, you're awake but you're not really awake, and you're telling yourself, I am a black king, I am successful, I am confident, I am strong, all this stuff. Yeah, you're literally reprogramming your mind at the point where it's most susceptible to be reprogrammed. Does that make sense?
I haven't got nothing else to say to that, bro. I don't even know that. You taught me something just now.
You get me still. But that's how it is, man. That's why you, like, I'm serious about this meditation stuff in the morning and like theta state. You have to understand that your brain has different modes, literally, like I said. So understand this theta state, search it if you not say you don't believe me, search it afterwards to get more detail yourself. But theta state, your brain's more susceptible to taking in information because in the subconscious mind. So that's the key time we need to be saying them affirmations, because you can say your affirmations 6 p.m, but when you do that, you're thinking about work or something else has happened to you. Your conscious mind is not really taking it in. Your conscious is taking it in your conscious, but your subconscious is not being reached, and the subconscious overpowers our conscious anyways. So why would you not want to target that? Strong. So you lot write down your affirmations to say them before you go sleep, when you wake up. Before you go sleep and when you wake up. I do mine just in the morning because I'm more of a morning person, so I like to win my day. As soon as I wake up, I'll meditate because, like I said, theta state. So when I'm reprogramming my mind, thinking about success, I'm literally reprogramming my mind to believe that I'm capable of achieving in the physical what I'm dreaming about or manifesting in the mental. And then I say my affirmations in the morning because it just starts my day, and I believe it. I do. That's what I was gonna say to you. I was about to jump into that. Go on. You can read your affirmations every single morning, but if you don't believe what you're reading, it's pointless. Do you get me? You need to read that and have conviction and know that this is who you are. Do you get what I mean? Like that. Do you get me? You need to know that every single thing. I'm a black king. I'm successful. You need to believe that. Otherwise, it's just words on a whiteboard. 100%. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and then, sorry to interrupt, bro. Go on, when you start believing it, you'll see these things popping up in your life. So let's say you wake up in the morning and say, I am a success. You're going to see success coming to you. Do you get me? It will just start attracting to you because that's what you believe. Do you get what I mean? Thank you very much. That's literally what I was going to build on. It's like, when you say these things to yourself, you're reprogramming your mind to want to achieve the things you've said or that you've told your mind. If you say to your mind, I'm a failure, I ain't going to say that again because I'm not. And I'm not trying to tap into my subconscious and believe that, When I tell myself, I am successful, I am this, I am the third, I'm reprogramming my mind to want to direct itself towards achieving the things I've just said. I see the mind, as like a missile. You know when you play Call of Duty? I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. That is flipping mad. That's mad. But yeah, it's like a missile. So you say, all right, cool, this is who I am. Now your mind's gonna find ways for you to prove that's who you are. Thank you. Just like a missile. Thank you. So even let's go. That's nuts. A step deeper. Your mind is literally like a homing missile. That's how I see it. So if I say to myself, I am successful, I am wealthy, I have time freedom, I have financial freedom, especially in that theta period of the mind, my subconscious mind is now going to reprogram its target to be in success, financial freedom, time freedom, wealth. So now everything I do on a daily basis, that's all you're going to see on a subconscious level, is to help me guide myself towards that end goal of what I've just told, program my mind to thinking. That's like a cheat code to life, literally. And even on a get into it, bro. A deeper one, like you said about everything is programming. Like, why do you think when you turn on the television, you change what? You change channel or you change program because you're changing yourself. You're changing the show to a different program to program your mind in a different way. That's why I don't really. That's why I don't really watch TV too much. I'm not saying don't watch TV. Of course, I might put on a young Netflix or whatnot. Yeah, but you need to understand that these things program your mind in a certain way because you're consuming all this information. Even break down the word, bro. Television. Yeah, telling you vision, what to see. So when you're watching a show, when you're watching TV, you're literally sitting down and you're allowing a program to tell you what to see, which is reprogramming your mind, to think to what you've just seen. So if you watch all these documentaries on like negative stuff, murdering, where to say you're programming your mind to that. Not saying you're gonna go out and kill someone, but that's what your mind's been programmed to.
Yeah. No, that's mad. That is crazy. Television.
A deeper one.
That's why I don't really watch the news, bro. When was the last time you watched the news and saw something positive on there?
I don't even know. I don't watch the news.
And neither do I, bro. But obviously, I'll go to my nan's house and she's just there watching the news throughout the whole day. I'm saying, Nan, like, what are you getting from this? Obviously, it's good to be clued up about what's happening in the world, but really and truly, it's just bare negativity.
100%. And I'm not here for that, man. So like I said, this goes back onto the question about how do you keep a healthy mindset. Don't allow yourself to consume negativity. It's as simple as that. Like, whether that's through the news or through certain shows that make you upset, like if you know that there's certain things that lower your vibration, bring you to a lower standpoint, why are you going to be susceptible to consuming that media which is going to bring you down, which is going to make you upset, which is going to make you want to cry, which is going to make you depressed or whatnot? Why are you doing that? Because you're just asking to be hurt. You might as well, Tay wouldn't say to me, Tyler, you know what, punch me in the face. But then, so if he's not going to allow me to give him physical pain, why is he going to watch something negative to allow himself to be brought down to a state of mental pain? Does that make sense? So it's like, you're not going to, you wouldn't want someone to come and bang you in the face, but you will go and watch like a type of documentary or something that's going to make you upset, which is just mental pain.
It's a self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage, literally.
Yeah. But some people don't know that they're doing that. That's the thing. Yeah. That's why it's good that we have this mindset, because we know like what we're doing. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people aren't aware of these stuff, so they're watching the news and the negative vibes and that, not knowing what it's really doing to them.
100%. I'm gonna throw a spanner in the works. Yeah,
throw it, my guy.
You just got that evil laugh. My question is, what are some key green flags?
I saw that just a minute
when in a relationship. So let's not even talk about red flags, because we don't do negativity.
When I saw that, I thought, right, that's different. I've never had green flags. I've had red flags.
Talk on it.
I'd say a green flag in a relationship is that a person, okay, me and you, we're both very productive, we're both very busy throughout the day.
Strong.
So a green flag for us would be someone that's also productive and busy throughout the day. Do you get me? Because then they're not nagging you for your time too much. They have their thing, you have your thing, and then you come together once your things are finished. Do you get me? So I say that's a green flag.
I think for me, and I said this yesterday, but I'm gonna talk on it. My opinion on green flags and like the whole relationship thing is, you have to find someone in life that will complement you. And I feel like where a lot of people go wrong is they get into relationships with people who take away from them. For example, you're a productive guy, you're about your growth and everything, so you wouldn't want to partner with someone who's going to distract you from your purpose, who's going to distract you from being that productive guy. Do you know what I mean? Where people go wrong, or them green flags turn red, is where you're allowing someone's energy to consume you to a point where it takes you away from your own energy. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like in terms of green flags, for me, do you know what the term sapiosexual means?
No.
A sapiosexual is someone who is attracted to someone's mindset and the way they think, rather than their physical body. And like I said yesterday, like every girl has the same body parts,
physical features.
So when you understand that every girl from an eyesight view has the same thing, different face, different body shape, but the same exact features, what more do you have to offer me? Do you know what I mean? What like I said yesterday, what are your morals like? What are your values like? What do you stand for? What's your principles in life? Can you help me be a better man? Can you help direct me? Can you help me? Are you teachable? All these little things that to me would be a bit more of a green flag, more so than the physical side, because you know, you look good, face is pretty, but all right, that's cool, what next? Do you know what I mean?
Strong. I feel like any girl that I'm with, I need to make sure that she conducts herself in a proper way. Do you know what I mean? And when I say that, I mean, alright, cool, when you're in a relationship with someone, how do I put it? When people see them, they see you. Do you know what I mean? So they need to move in the right way, because if your girl's moving mad, people are going to think that you're moving mad. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though you're two different people, but you guys are on the same page. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna leave that. I feel like we should have another proper dedicated episode to that. But we'll probably bring a guest on and do the thing properly. So let's take it somewhere else. Do you need to come off socials or ghost in order to focus and achieve your goals? What's your take on that?
It depends what you're trying to do. I don't feel like you need to come off socials, especially now. Social media can be very helpful for you to get to where you want to go. Do you get me? So I don't feel like it's needed. If you feel like you need to do that, then that's fine, but I don't feel like it's an essential thing to do.
Yeah, I feel like I don't need to completely ghost from social media because my life kind of revolves around social media to an extent, i.e. just podcast now. So for me to just delete everything is just counterproductive, shoot myself in the foot. However, what I do is sometimes I'll like minimize the amount of time I spend on social media, or not even that. Actually, no, I disagree with that. Let me start again. I won't minimize the time I spend on social media because it's going to distract me from achieving my goals. I'll just do like a social media cleanse to make sure the things that I'm seeing is in alignment with what I want.
Yeah, so that's it.
Literally.
And that touches on what we were speaking about before, just making sure that you're watching the right things.
Literally. So like I've unfollowed all the I'm Just Bait pages, all the meme pages, all that future toxic stuff. Honestly, I have, because it doesn't serve me any growth. It's just something, a whole leap of nothing. It doesn't really align with the person that I'm trying to become. So why am I going to be susceptible to consuming that media that's just going to program me in a way which I don't want to be programmed in anymore? So I follow growth pages, I follow inspirational people, I follow people who talk about mindset growth, do you know what I mean, self-help, gym, because I'm a fitness guy now or whatever, like that type of stuff, do you know what I mean, positivity.
I feel like at the same time though, this may be contradicting what I'm saying, I feel like every man has to have a point in his life where he just goes ghost. Where he's off the map, where he's not available. Do you get me? Where he's selfish and he's just focusing on his thing.
I agree.
Do you get me? Like you need that period in your life so you can just focus on what you want to do.
I agree.
Tunnel vision.
I agree.
Do you get me?
Like that was like me in end of 2020 / beginning of 2021. Like I was just to a point where it's like social media is not really serving me anymore. And am I on social media? Am I using social media, or is like social media using me? Do you know what I mean? Because
I was about to say something. I'm about to say. I was about to say, am I on social media, or is social media on me? Fire.
But what I'm trying to say is, like at the end of the day, I was at a point where social media wasn't really serving the person I was, and I felt myself becoming things that I didn't want to become anymore because of the stuff I'm seeing on I'm Just Bait, because of the stuff I'm seeing on the For You page. There's nothing wrong with I'm Just Bait at all, but for me and where I want to go, it just wasn't making sense. So like you said, there has to be a certain period in a time where every man just goes ghost. No distractions, no girls, nothing, just you, yourself. Like I feel like every man needs to come to terms with being alone before they should be with someone. And I feel like a lot of people in society, even moving on from social media, feel like they have to always be partnered up with someone because they're not really comfortable being with themselves, being with their own force, because it's scary. And
being alone teaches you who you really are.
Thank you.
Do you get what I mean? That's why I feel like it's essential to be the second time I've done this. It's essential to be alone, do you get me?
Yeah.
Because you learn who you really are.
Facts.
And bruv.
Facts. You need to, and that's what I feel like as well, like before you go rushing to be with someone, who are you? Like who actually are you for yourself? Like when you're by yourself, like you want to be partnered up with someone because you don't want to be alone, but now you're just getting yourself into a toxic environment because you're kind of being over dependent on that person because you know you want them to be there for you, not just to be there for you, but because you need them, because you're not comfortable being alone. Every man needs to go through a period of just being alone, you, yourself, and your thoughts. Come to terms with your thoughts, understand your person, understand yourself as a person, your strong points, your weak traits, you know what I mean, why your mind wanders onto thinking of certain things, how you can mitigate that to become a better man, etc, etc.
That's it, bro. Just learning about yourself.
That's it.
Essential. Yo.
So on the way out, I feel like that was a good episode still. We ran through a lot of questions, but you guys tap in with us, man. Like again, I'm always gonna shameless plug Energizer Pod. We're on Snapchat as well now, so there's really no reason for you not to tap in.
We're everywhere, bro.
Wherever you are,
we're there.
Thank you. Wherever you are, we're there. Do you know what I mean? So you better tap in. But one gem, go. One gem.
Touched on it already. I say trust the process. Do you get me? Trust the process and fall in love with the process. When I say that though, don't just sit there and think the process is going to figure itself out. You need to go out there and figure out the process. Do you get me? Work hard, but trust it though. Have faith that it's going to work out for you. Do you get me?
Strong.
That's what I say.
Ooh, for me, my quote of the day, my gem, is that stress can either produce diamonds or it can bust pipes. And what I mean by that is like you're going to be under a lot of stress in life, do you know what I mean? But there's two ways you can take it. You can allow the stress to come into your life so you can grow and develop and be a better man or a better person, shall I say, or you can take in that stress and just allow it to consume you and you can become a negative person. You can just you can become stagnant. So whenever I get into terms of stress is inevitable, do you know what I mean? But it's like stress is fixed, but the way you react to the stress and take in that stress is flexible. It's
up to you,
like you said in the previous episode, you know what I mean? It's up to you how you perceive it. Am I going to use this to elevate, or am I going to use this to just stagnate or be still? Do you know what I mean? Or allow everything to consume me.
Everyone wants to be a diamond, but don't want to go through the pressure. To be a diamond, you need to go through the pressure. So yeah, man, that's what I'd say.
Cool.
We're out though, man.
Done.
Tap in.